Welcome back to another episode of the SFN and SEN Podcast, where we don't just talk about self-improvement, we live it, breathe it, and make it fun. I'm your host, SFN, and with me, as always, is the wise and wonderful SEN. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as real as it gets: how to navigate life's challenges with inner strength and clarity while having a good time doing it.
Hey SFN, I'm pumped for today's episode. Life throws all sorts of curveballs at us, but guess what? We got the tools to knock them out of the park. We'll be breaking down how to rise above negativity and low actions with a mix of practical tips, real-life examples, and a bit of humor, because who says personal growth has to be so serious?
Exactly, Sen. Life's too short to be bogged down by negativity. And today, we're going to show our listeners how to not just survive, but thrive in the face of challenges. So let's start by talking about something we all deal with: negativity. Whether it's that annoying coworker, the never-ending stream of bad news, or even our own inner critic, negativity is everywhere. But here's the good news: we don't have to let it drag us down.
That's right, SFN. Negativity is like that uninvited guest at a party who just won't leave. But instead of letting it ruin the vibe, we're going to show you how to kick it out, politely but firmly, and keep the good times rolling. And one of the best ways to do that is through the power of affirmations. But not just any affirmations, we're talking about ones that pack a punch and really resonate with you.
Absolutely. And here's the thing: affirmations aren't just fluffy words you say to make yourself feel better. They're like mental push-ups that build your inner strength over time. For example, when you say, "I am superior to negativity and low actions," you're not just repeating a phrase, you're reinforcing the idea that you're in control of your mindset. You're setting the tone for how you want to live your life.
Let's break that down a bit. What does it really mean to be superior to negativity and low actions? It's not about thinking you're better than others. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to situations. Imagine you're driving and someone cuts you off. Your first reaction might be to get angry, maybe even yell a few choice words. But what if instead you took a deep breath, reminded yourself of your affirmation, and let it go? You've just chosen peace over conflict. How empowering is that?
That's such a great example, Sen. It's like being the DJ of your own mental playlist. You get to decide what tracks play in your mind. Will it be the upbeat, feel-good anthem of positivity, or the downbeat dirge of negativity? And hey, even if you accidentally hit play on the wrong track, you can always switch it up. That's where self-awareness comes in, and it's something we all can work on.
Self-awareness is key. And let's not forget, being self-aware isn't about being perfect, it's about being honest with yourself. Maybe you notice that every time you scroll through social media, you start feeling down or irritated. That's a sign. Your inner self is waving a red flag, telling you that this activity might be a source of negativity. So what do? You either limit your time on those platforms, or even better, you curate your feed to include more uplifting content. Turn your online space into a positivity zone.
Exactly. It's like Marie Kondoing your mind. If it doesn't spark joy, it's gotta go. And that's not just limited to social media. Think about the people you interact with, the shows you watch, even the music you listen to. Everything you consume either lifts you up or pulls you down. So why not surround yourself with things that make you feel like a rock star?
That's the spirit. And speaking of rock stars, let's talk about how you can use affirmations to really rock your daily routine. Imagine starting your day with a powerful affirmation like, "I am in control of my emotions, and I choose positivity." You're setting the tone for the entire day. Now, let's say you hit a rough patch at work. Instead of spiraling into frustration, you pause, take a breath, and remind yourself of your affirmation. It's like having a secret weapon in your back pocket, always there to help you navigate the day with grace and strength.
And let's add some fun to this, shall we? What if you made a game out of it? Every time you catch yourself slipping into a negative mindset, you hit the mental reset button with an affirmation. You could even keep a little journal to track your progress. How many times did you catch yourself? How did you feel after you shifted your thoughts? Over time, you'll see just how much power you have to change your own narrative.
That's a great idea, SFN. And let's not forget to celebrate those wins. Every time you rise above negativity, give yourself a little mental high five. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. And that's something to be proud of.
Definitely. And for those of you who might be wondering how to get started, here's a simple exercise. Grab a piece of paper and write down your top 3 sources of negativity. Maybe it's a person, a habit, or even a specific thought pattern. Next, write an affirmation that directly counters each one. For example, if you find yourself constantly worrying about the future, your affirmation might be, "I trust that everything is unfolding for my highest good." Repeat these affirmations daily and watch how your mindset starts to shift.
And remember, the goal isn't to eliminate negativity completely. That's just not realistic. The goal is to build your resilience and strengthen your ability to choose positivity, even in tough situations. Think of it like building a mental muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you get.
And let's talk about practicing positivity in the real world. One of the best ways to do this is by surrounding yourself with positive influences. This could be uplifting books, motivational podcasts like this one, or spending time with people who inspire you. If you've ever noticed how being around certain people can either lift you up or drag you down, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So why not make a conscious choice to spend more time with those who bring out the best in you?
Absolutely. And let's not underestimate the power of laughter. Sometimes, the best way to rise above negativity is to just laugh it off. Humor is a fantastic tool for diffusing tension and keeping things in perspective. So, if you find yourself getting too serious, take a step back and find the humor in the situation. It's amazing how a little laughter can shift your entire mood.
Totally. Laughter really is the best medicine, and it's free. So, why not prescribe yourself a daily dose? Whether it's watching a funny video, sharing a joke with a friend, or just not taking yourself too seriously, finding the humor in life is a surefire way to stay positive.
And with that, we've covered a lot of ground today, SFN. We've talked about the power of affirmations, how to surround yourself with positivity, and even how to make a game out of choosing the right mindset. But before we wrap up, let's challenge our listeners to take action. This week, try out the affirmation exercise we mentioned earlier and keep track of how it makes you feel. Notice the shifts in your mindset, and don't be afraid to share your progress with us.
Yes, we'd love to hear from you. Share your experiences, your wins, and even the challenges you face along the way. Remember, we're all in this together, and your journey might just inspire someone else to keep going. And don't forget, negativity might knock on your door, but it's up to you whether you let it in. Choose positivity, choose strength, and choose to live your best life.
Couldn't have said it better myself, SFN. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing, leaving a review, and sharing it with someone who could use a little positivity in their life. We'll be back next week with more insights, more inspiration, and of course, more fun.
Until then, keep laughing, keep growing, and remember, you're the DJ of your own life, so keep those positive vibes playing.